Hi, okay, I'm making this after. Um, I apologize about the audio. I'm working on the mic. Had it set a little too high so you can hear my breaths. I apologize about the bounce in the camera. We're still working on it. It's sitting on a pillow right now. Yo, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'll get it better. It'll be better. Yo, enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? I want to talk today about scars, fortune, luck, and destiny. Now, I wanted to give a story to start out, but I'm going to kind of get into what I want to talk about first before I do that. The reason I'm bringing up scars specifically, and I want to go with scars and not trauma, because trauma is definitely related to scars, but trauma is more the mental effect. Scars are definitely the physical embodiment of that trauma that you've um, endured. But the reason I want to go with scars is because how they affect your life. Now, let me give an example of that just real quick, just to get your mind in where my mind is. Um, my mother was like, when I told her about this, she said, you know what is actually a scar that got me was the baby fat from after I had you, because I didn't look the same. I used to be cute and skinny, whatever she was saying, and then and then she was like, I got all this fat, and I said I would have never thought of that myself, obviously, but that's a great example of what scars can do to a person and how they can affect your life. So it is something that I wanted to touch on, and the importance of understanding how your scars affect you, I think, is kind of underplayed. I think that we have a lot of scars. Let me get into the story real quick. I don't know if you can see on my face, but right here I got a scar that's across right here, and another one over here, but that's under the beard. It's a little difficult to see, but I got that from a dog bite. It was I won't go into the story too much, but I had a dog. I knew the dog. I had known him for years. I went to pet the dog. Went to pet him once. I went to go pet him the second time. Saw his eyes dilate. I closed my eyes and then I felt it. I knew at that moment. I knew at that moment what happened. I'm bent over. No, no, no. I look at the floor, pool of blood. Look in the mirror. I run over to the bathroom. It's right there. And my face is all fucked up. Yo, and I had to clean it out myself. And then my dad comes in. He starts freaking out more than I am. What do I do? What do I do? You know, the whole story goes on. We go to the hospital. I get it's like 20 plus stitches. I asked the surgeon. He said I didn't count when I asked him about this, how many stitches I got. Um, and for a while after that, I was unable to speak very well. I was at the time trying to make um, a music career. That's kind of why I have the equipment that I have. I was trying to do that, and when I got bit by the dog, it was 4 a.m. that morning. I'd stayed up 7 days. I was just kind of on a bender. I was really out of it. I'll get into more of my past in a different video, but I stayed 7 days. It was 4 a.m. Pet the dog, and I was about to go record a video. I was outside in the dog shed. I didn't want to go to the bathroom outside. Went inside. I'm getting a little bit too much into it, but I yeah, I wasn't able to speak, so I wasn't able to record that track. I had to go to the hospital after that, obviously. I didn't even get back to my studio. It was just a dog shed that I called the studio. It's use my imagination to, um, you know, make it easier on me where I was at. But I couldn't record for a while. I mean, I could record and I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried I could miss it and I'd miss it. And I don't know if you've seen that 50 Cent movie, Get Rich or Die Trying, but it was just like that. I don't feel like it's right, and I didn't have somebody with me to tell me, you know what, that shit's actually tight. And I don't think it was even. And my lips was busted. I couldn't speak. I still can only feel. I only have partial feeling. It's not all the way there. But the reason I bring all that up is to say what that scar has made me into. It sent me in a different direction. I become a different person. I went and I dealt with myself. I went and dealt with I'm an addict. I went and dealt with my addiction. I spent 2 years out in California getting in treatments, and now I'm sober. My sober date is 9/5/24, and I love that sober date because it's a 9 to 5 job, working with your recovery. Your addiction is at your neck every time. 9/5/24, because it's 9/5/24/7. Every day of the week, you got to go to work on that. And so I'm going to keep that day for the rest of my life. But that's what it led me to. That's what my scar led me to. And that I can wear it with a badge of honor now, being on the other side. While I was in it, I didn't understand, and I was mad at the world. I didn't let the dog get put down. By the way, the dog did not get put down. His name's Fluffy. He's a 140-pound pit bull, if you're curious. Big old dude, short hair, brown pit bull. Yeah, no, they asked if I want to put that. I said no, and no, not at all, because it was a mistake. He didn't see me. He's from that life. He's from the streets. He's a rescue. No, no, I did not want to put down. But that experience for me, that experience, what it forced me to do, I guess that event. Let me see, not experience. That event, what it forced me to do, is re-examine my choice of path in life. I wasn't able to go the way that I wanted to go. And that was not just because of my lips. It was also because I was an addict, because I had other problems in my life that I wasn't dealing with. I wasn't being the best. I wasn't in a relationship at the time, but prior to that, I hadn't been the best boyfriend. I just wasn't. I wasn't the best guy. I mean, I wasn't a mean dude, but I needed to fix myself, and that is what this scar This is what this scar made me do. It made me slow down. I had to slow way down, way down, and I had to nurse myself back to health. I had to also, with my ego, I looked in the mirror, and with all the stitches, especially because they were falling out day after day after the first week, I felt like a monster. I felt like I felt like a freak. I looked in the mirror and I saw, oh my good, who who are you? What is this? This is disgusting. Fuck. Sorry for the cussing. Excuse me. It was just terrible. It was bad. It was bad. And I had to nurse myself back to health. I had to nurse my ego back up. And I look better now. Thank God that surgeon. I really hope he's doing well. He was brilliant. He stitched it up very well. Fluffy also, the reason it doesn't look too bad is because when he bit and then let go. It was a clean cut in and out, clean bite in out. So it was a clean stitch back together. Nothing was pulled out of place. So I got lucky. I got very lucky, and I cleaned it out with soap right then. And I know the dog's mouth is gross, so it didn't get infected either. And so because of the way I handled it, I stood up and I handled it right, and now I look okay, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. I'm actually doing way better than I was back then. I may have thought I was doing okay, but like I said, I stayed up 7 days prior to trying to record that track. So obviously I wasn't in the best state of mind. Maybe I wasn't like completely gone, but that's the problem. I was in like a limbo where I was not able to find ground or sky. I was just in the middle. So I was going nowhere. I couldn't move. So I needed to hit something. I needed something to happen. I mean, and maybe, say it didn't happen, say I go record that track. Maybe that track's a hit. Maybe that track goes numbers, does ballistic, does designer numbers, does Jack Harlow numbers, was what I was hoping at the time. But the reality is, everybody's trying to do that. Everybody. What are the odds that I'm the one that's going to actually make it? That's crazy. It's crazy to think that. I mean, I know you have to be kind of crazy to get there, but like, that's not crazy. That's just not logical. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. And I was forced to realize that, and I was forced to look in a different direction. I was given guidance, I guess you could say. Very forceful guidance to improve myself. I had to look inward. There was nothing else I could do. I just had to spend time with myself. It wasn't like I really could work either. I mean, I didn't feel the best for myself, so it wasn't like I was trying to go out and get like a job at the time. You know, I was still living in that dog shed at my dad's house afterwards for a while. Still stayed around the dog. Still hung out with that dog. Not hung out. No, I still talked to him, and I still, you know, I was still friendly with him because I don't think he meant it at all. Yeah, that's what I got about my scar. That was the anecdote that I wanted to go on to start the to start the video off about how it affects me. I think I think I might cut this into two parts. We'll go a little bit further, and then I will probably clip this one for the next video. Um, okay, can you do something for me? If you have a scar, which I imagine you do, look at it right now. Just look at it. I want you to just take a second and just look at the scar. I bet you remember how you got it. I bet that memory came right into your head. I bet it might have even flashed into your mind. You might have had a vision going back to where you were. Because when I think about like this one, and excuse me, I'm not doing anything. There's this one right here. I had a brand from a thing, from a little torch, a little torch thing. I leaned over it, branded me right there. I remember exactly where I was. That thing hurt. Oh my goodness, yo! I leaned over to reach on my dashboard. Ooh, that one hurt so bad. I remember exactly. The reason I bring that up, because you looking at yours right now, imagine it brings up some feelings, some emotions, probably some memories. That subconsciously is always there. That doesn't go away just because you stop looking at it. It's on your body. It's on your person. It's on your vessel. This is your temple. You know about your temple. We know about it. Even if we neglect it or are blissfully, willingly ignorant, not blissfully, but willingly ignorant, or just ignorant, our body knows. Our subconscious knows. It's there. It remembers. That's why the memory flashes up so quick, because it's on save. It's on speed dial. We subconsciously go through that process of that you looked at when you looked at your scar and you saw that vision, you felt that feeling, you winced a little bit, you remembered that situation. We we have that same reaction regularly, subconsciously, all the time. That dictates our thinking. It also, in situations when we have to make decisions, we use those we use those lessons. That's what they become. Those scars turn to lessons. We remember them so well that they dictate our thinking in those moments of decisions. That's what a scar really is. A scar is a defining trait. A scar is a character trait. It becomes one. It defines you in some way. We remember it. Whether it's a birthmark or it's a new scar or it's something small that just won't go away. You remember it. It sticks with you and it influences you. We're gonna do some more in part two with fortune. It might even go into a part three if we can't fit destiny in there. I'm gonna try to do 10-minute videos. But I would like to talk more about how this all wraps together because I'd like to bring it all in. I think that there's a big part here, but I would like you to. You got me. I'd like you to think about your scars. Look at them. Take a second. After the video, take a second when you got a chance and look at your scars and think about what memories come up and think about what emotions are attached to those memories. With that, information, I just want you to store it. I just want you to know in your conscience that that's what it makes you feel in your subconscious. That's what I'd like you to do for this video. I'll have a little bit more as we go forward. If you guys are okay with it, I'd like to do stuff like this. I would like to give some takeaways. That's what I'm here for, is to provide value. So I'd like to give some takeaways for you, something to do, something to improve, and I am leading this somewhere. And I apologize for all the camera shake. It's on a pillow and a and a and a pad for the case for my iPad. So yeah, it's shaking a little bit. We'll get it fixed up. We'll get the camera situation fixed up. I hope it was all right for this one. Yeah. If you got any comments, please leave them below. If you want to hear me talk about anything, I would love some topics. That's what I need right now is topics. I do have my own set that I'm trying to get through, but I want things that are relevant to the people that are watching. If you guys are interested in giving me that feedback, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Yeah, see ya.